Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic day. And today we've got this little monster, absolute little monster, Skoda T17. It's a light tank, but honestly, in my opinion, it's more like a medium tank. It's a little monster. We'll have to look at the stats here in a little bit and see what this thing is doing globally, but I feel like it's doing pretty well. At least I do well with it. I'm running, though, kind of a scout setup. I've got optics, a turbo, and an LNES. Eventually, when I do the field mods, I'll have a combat setup and a light tank setup, but I'm running the light tank setup. I'm also using a Bukti. Is that what it is? Yeah, Bukti, whatever that is. I think it's a sweet roll of some kind, I believe. We are here on Himmel's Ruhendorf. Spawned into the north. I'm going to do a bit of kind of light tank, medium tank-esque stuff to begin with. There's a position here that I sort of slept on for a long time, but I'm really starting to warm up, especially early in the game. And that's this little building right here. There's kind of a corollary on the other side, but I find this one to be a little bit better. And you do things like this. That's a bummer. You can do things like miss. All right, I got one. I was dancing a little bit with eating an HE or heat round from the 2801. And then you've got some cover here, because if there's artillery, they may start taking shots at you. At some point, though, you've got to move out of here. You got to be careful. As you move up here, maybe the 2801 will get shots, but I can see that the Super Chaffee loses his mind and heads in there, and then I'm a bit worried here, but hey, I'm going to find him doing this. He stops. Oh no. Don't hit me. Again, I'm dancing with getting crushed by him, and they miss. The Artie misses, and down goes the 2801. I think it's a good position. I didn't particularly play it well. I might have bailed out of it a little early, but we're a bit screwed now because I see I've got a T67 right here, but everybody else is back behind me. So I'm a little bit worried. I don't want to get up there and get permalit by the Sturv. I'm a bit worried that they're going to wrap around in here and start hurting us pretty quick. Maybe catch this guy here. Nice. Oh, okay. Armor not penetrated, so whatever. I hit something that didn't have a hitbox behind it. Actually, I bounced, whatever I did. Maybe got a bad bounce off an angle or perhaps the mantlet. I can see the 3801. This is kind of dumb. I'll push out here and say, hey, why don't you shoot me? And he says, great, I'll shoot you for 318. Bad choice. No, that didn't work either. It is a 5-round autoloader. It is relatively quick in the reloading. I'm going to press C to force a reload right there because a bit of a lull in the action. I want to have a full auto or a full clip if these guys decide to come around and take out my T67. And at this point now, I'm kind of screwed. Put a shot on him. Low alpha gun and get a whole 87 out of that. And honestly, I'm just holding now. I'm trying to get lights or be ready if they push in to get as much damage out of these guys. Maybe hold on long enough that the snippers in the back can do something. That's probably the E25 in the bush right there. So I'm a bit stuck right now. I hung out with 4 shells for a long time. Get an opportunity to shoot the T67, but he backs out. And I've got the 30-45 right there. Put a shot on him. Go ahead and stand in and take those shots and then back out. Our T67 is being nice and careful up until about that point where the 30-45 is now in there. I see that their T67 is right here. Let's try to take him out. Low alpha just takes a while to kill him. And just like that, we've cranked it up to 1,000. That's how fast it happens in this tank, guys. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's such a little monster. The reload for the clip is fast, relatively. You've got 5 shells. It's close to 500 alpha. What are we looking at? 95, I think. 100 hit point alpha. So 500 average alpha with the clip. It's insane. And then in another, I want to say it's 12 to 14 seconds, you're back into it with another clip. So you're not really bothered by pressing C, even in a situation like that where I was, because you're going to be back into it so quickly. Obviously, if they're all around you and you shoot your 5 and then you're waiting 12 to 15 seconds, that's a long time. But in a situation like this, with the way the game is played, very comfortable hitting C, getting reloaded, and then being right back into the fight. The Crocodile is doing that. Again, I don't have a lot of options for pushing. I'm kind of relying on the enemy team making mistakes. There we go. So we'll take 109 off that guy. So there's an E25, a WZ, the Striv, and 2 other tanks up here potentially. The guys down in the town are doing okay. I really want to get out of here now, though, right? I think I've done about as much as I can. It'd be great if I could clean this up, and if they make mistakes, then that'll be great. But I want to get out of this spot and start moving around the map a little bit. There's less tanks, less guns on the map, so now that light tank camo is going to come into play. But I'm so close to these guys that it's a bit of a problem. I'd love to find the E25, and I do. There he is. All right. Well, oh, rushed it a little bit. Tried it for a track, didn't work. Boom. Look at that. 3 shots, 2 of them hit. Dink, dink, hit C. Wait 15, 12, whatever it is, seconds is not very long. Crocodile dies. Things are not going well down in town, so I feel like I want to get down into there. So let's bail out of this a little bit. We'll find the crocodile right there. We'll just shoot. Boom. Boom. Nope. Okay. Boom. Oh, finally got it in. And nice. Just like that. Hit C. On to reload. Notice I used 4. I had 1 shell. There was really nothing to shoot. I'm going to hit C. We'll back up into this little spot. Kind of making a living in here at the moment. But I don't really have the hit points and firepower to push out and just push them right this moment. KV-2 is turtling up along with the Panzer 2F2 or Panzer 4F2, which that's good for us. Keep sneaking around. Let's see if we can maybe catch one of these guys out somewhere up here in the little village. You know, I had a light tank, or not a light tank, but a medium tank Staghound game that you saw earlier in the week, maybe yesterday or so. Lots of moving around the map, right? This one sort of got trapped, but because of the firepower of this silly light tank, little monster, it really is, I'm able to survive that thing and just start cranking out damage. And now that we have finally some guys pushing up, I know that the Sturv is here alone, right? And he's low hit points because I just saw it, which allows me to come in here and finish this dude off. Boom. Turtle up here. Now I'm moving this way, all right? I'm moving towards the east because I don't want to get shot in the back. I'd like to be outside of draw distance. And plus there's a little bit of a curve. Still, if you zoom in, they can see me down here, right? So they can still shoot me, but at least I'm not being drawn. That's why I'm moving this way a little bit. The WZ is a dangerous opponent, but he doesn't have a lot of hit points, and now he's starting to run away. So we'll use that little auto loader. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Tracked him. Boom. Oh, that's a miss. That was just kind of a bad shot on my part. All right, not enough to take him down, but we mauled him a little bit. And that really does bring him into the range of being able to clip him out. KV-2 v KV-2 violence over there. I'm sort of going to leave the WZ, right? He's on the run. Let's take this autoloader down into the town and help these guys out. Turns out they don't need a whole bunch of it because they actually do a nice job. KV-2 got the other KV-2. That's great. There's a Hellcat and a Ho-Ni 3. WZ called off the Semavente, which was sort of foolishly pushing. But I want to keep this KV-2 alive, so we'll push on in here. Kind of figure he's going to be expecting somebody to come around that corner right there, so let's go around the long way here. There's the Hellcat. He's out in the open. Nice. Oh, bit of a rush shot. A bounce. Bummer. His turret's so slow. Tracked. Can't do anything. Now we're waiting for the reload. I'm expecting the KV-2 to just nuke this dude. Yep. Down he goes. Fantastic. Wasn't quite reloaded anyway. All right, we got our next clip. Dude, we're at 2018. The LEF is shooting at me. Nice to get missed by those dumb things. 2018 damage, 947 assist, and we've got 4 kills, guys. Can we get an ace tanker out of this? Not an ace tanker, sorry, a Top Gun. Ace tanker as well. We'll see what happens. I don't think it was. Ah, look at that. We find the LEF. 1, 2. Oh, crit damage. Oh, no. Oh, and... Oh, no! Son of a... Oh, that is unfortunate. I probably should have just YOLO'd at him right there. I don't know. It was a curveball. I just curved it left, right around the building. Don't ask me how that hit. I don't know. And I actually hit C to reload to get a full clip because I know I've got to make the run into where these other two are, and especially if they're up in the corner. Look at that. Didn't even take me that much time to get back to 5 shells. Even though I shot 1, I hit C, and I'm right back at it. We got 5. Can we get 6? Let's see what happens. We're looking for the Top Gun. There's the WZ. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and just like that, we did it. 6 kills for the Top Gun. 2,702 damage, 947 assist. I think it's an ace tanker. I don't know, maybe a class 1. It is a little monster, this tank. I did put it away right when that line came out. I cranked through it and got to the tier 8, the Blesk, and the Onward and Upward. And you saw the stuff on the Blesk and the Selma. I finished both of those 100 Battle Challenge. This one I set aside because pretty quickly I got it to its max Battle Pass points of 250. But now that Battle Pass is over and we're in the Holiday Ops, looking to crank this one up to 100 battles. It is a light tank that I quite enjoy. A couple negatives about it. At tier 7, it doesn't have a CVS. You have to be tier 8 and above. That is a bit of a bummer when you're facing tier 8 and tier 9 light tanks. It is a huge negative for the tier 7 light tanks when they're attempting to be 1 or 2 tiers down and they're facing tier 8 or tier 9 light tanks. Very difficult. The good news with this thing is it is a little monster. It's got that auto loader. Even if you fire everything in your clip, you're going to be back in the fight pretty quickly. I do recommend carrying a significant amount of APCR. You know, if you're a premium round absolutist, then that's great. But if you want to maximize low alpha guns like this one, you probably want to carry a significant amount. Put the right equipment on it, all that good stuff. But man, its mobility, that crazy gun, it really does the heavy light tank job really well. It is as close to a medium as a light tank as you're going to get in this game, in my opinion. That is all I've got. Have a great one. We will see you.